Hi guys! So I have been pretty absent from all social networking sites lately. My apologies, I guess. I'm sorry. I started up school again. I started a new job, which was particularly weird for me because I was working at Target for 3 years. It was my first job and now I moved on to a new job. I went from manager position to other manager position at another company. And I like talking about companies and consumerism and stuff, so I'll probably end up talking about it. Either way, that was exciting but very stressful. I feel like I've been putting a lot more stress on myself than I need to be. So, haven't been filming for a while / doing anything internet-wise. I have, however, been buying a lot of books because when I am stressed, I buy books. Surprise. These are just books that I've accumulated from maybe the end of August to now. It's a lot. I have some really, really beautiful books in there though that I'm so excited about. I'm in this reading mood right now where I just want to read everything, and there are some books that I'm particularly interested in, but I know that they take longer for me than some books that I know that I would fly through and absolutely love. So I don't really know what to read right now. So if you see anything in this stack that you want me to read immediately, please let me know. That would help me out a lot. So the book that I got literally yesterday in the mail is Bad Feminist by Roxane Gay. This book has been getting a lot more hype recently because Lena Dunham came out with her book, Not That Kind of Girl. I've never watched anything by Lena Dunham, but I'm still interested in picking it up. I really want to read more feminist novels because I feel like there's something that everyone can truly appreciate. Also, I feel like it's very relevant to everyday life, especially with what's been happening on YouTube and all of that jazz. So definitely something that I'm going to pick up very soon. I kind of want to read this along with a few other feminist novels and then make a collective review video about it, so we'll see how that goes. This one I actually got for review. This is Almost Royalty by Courtney Hamilton. It was signed by Courtney Hamilton. Her publicist contacted me on Goodreads. She was like, hey, this book is just like White Girl Problems. Would you enjoy reading it? And I was like, I love White Girl Problems, and I would thoroughly enjoy reading it. I looked it up on Amazon. It has really good ratings. It seems very satirical, so I am intrigued and I will be reviewing it soon probably. I didn't think about where I was going to put these books after I take them off the stack, so they're just going on the floor. Next is one that I'm pretty excited about. It is The Sky is Everywhere by Jandy Nelson. Now, I have very recently read I Will Give You This One by Jandy Nelson. You know those books that like just come at you at the exact right moment? Like the characters are having the same problems in their lives as you're having in your life. I'm not necessarily having the same exact problems in this book, but some things I related to so well. It really opened my eyes to the problems in my own life and how I can look at them and how I can perceive them differently. I love when books do that, and Jandy Nelson was so good at creating this story. I don't even know what The Sky is Everywhere is about. I just know that this was the novel that she wrote previously, and I just really like Jandy Nelson now, so I really wanted to read it. Next we have The Rise of Aurora West. I have real issues with R's and W's. Now, Paul Pope wrote Battling Boy, which I loved. Battling Boy. These are like some of the most beautiful illustrations that I've ever seen in a graphic novel before. The colors are so amazing. So when I saw that this was coming out, I was like, I need this. I pre-ordered it. I was so excited about it. I think this was like just by Paul Pope, and this is by some other people, and the style just doesn't look the same, and it's in black and white, and it kind of tore my heart out a little bit. I really, really like the story of Battling Boy, so I am really looking forward to this still. But so disappointed that I don't have the beautiful colors. The next one, maybe you can already see what it is? Maybe? So Fangirl by Rainbow Rowell. I've already read this. I love it so much. This one is tied for me with Landline by Rainbow Rowell. I love them both equally. They are just such amazing books, but I love this so much. Do you not? Look, it's just such a nice color. And then right over here, look at the Fangirl, it's so nice. Here's the back. Now we're taking off the jacket. Check out the actual book, so beautiful. What a nice color as well. End papers are that bright pink again. And then you have the Emergency Dance Party. And I couldn't not get this because I think that Rainbow Rowell is so magnificent. The next one that I picked up, for those of you who do not know, I love memoirs. Huge fan of memoirs. I love looking into people's lives, and I think it's just so intriguing. This is Popular, a memoir by Maya Van Wagenen, and she's a very, very young author. I believe that she is in high school. Apparently it's just about her trying to find popularity within this vintage guide to popularity book that she found in her attic, maybe? I'm really excited about it. A lot of people really, really enjoy it, and I want to see what the hype is about. The next one, it was an impromptu pickup from Target. It's called Good Kings, Bad Kings by Susan Nussbaum. This book is about a group of kids that basically live in an institution for people with disabilities. I really love books about like dysfunctional families or dysfunctional groups of friends, or like books about people that are just trying to find their way. I'm hoping that this will be kind of like It's Kind of a Funny Story by Ned Vizzini. Really looking forward to it, actually. Totally forgot that I picked it up. So this one I've been looking at on the book depository for quite a while, and I decided to pick it up when I was picking up some of these other books. And this is a memoir as well. It's The Art of Sleeping Alone by Sophie Fantanelle, and it is a very, very short novel. Basically, it's about how Sophie had decided to give up on sex for a bit of a self-imposed celibacy. She's learning how to fulfill her life by herself and learning about happiness by herself, and I think that's a very important thing to try and discover for yourself, and I'm very interested in learning about how she has done this. Really looking forward to reading this, probably reading it very soon. Next I have Soulless by Gail Carriger. I've heard a lot of people talking about this on BookTube. I've heard Inkbone's Books talk about this, and she really, really enjoyed it. Also Lindsay Reads, she read this as well, and it seems like a very interesting world. I have never read any steampunk novel before, but the way that they described it, it just seemed like a great world, and I believe there's multiple books. This is a series, and then there's a young adult series that goes along with it, Etiquette and Espionage or something. It's sort of about vampires, sort of not. I'm not explaining this well, but I'm really excited about it. This is, surprise, another memoir. It is Cherry by Mary Carr. Climb the Stacks really, really, really enjoyed this book, I believe, and then she went on to read another one of Mary Carr's novels. This book is written by a woman, and as you can see, the memoirs that I picked up were about women these past few months, just because I've been very intrigued by like feminine figures. Apparently her writing style is very close to J.D. Salinger's though, and I love me some J.D. Salinger, so I'm very interested on seeing her take on her life that is somehow like J.D. Salinger's writing style. Very, very interested, excited, all that jazz. This one is about a boy named Jack, and he was 16 and then he got kidnapped and all sorts of crazy stuff happens. It is The Marbury Lens by Andrew Smith. I've only read one book by Andrew Smith, and that was Winger. I didn't particularly love it. A lot of people really, really love Winger, and I wasn't a huge fan, but this seems like a very interesting plotline, and it was only $4, so I was like, I'm picking it up. Maybe something will come of it. I'm sure a lot of you know the actor Jason Segel. He is in so many things. My favorites being Freaks and Geeks when he was a little boy, and then 5 Year Engagement when he's all grown up, and just such a great movie. He came out with this novel with Kristen Miller, and it is called Nightmares, and it is just this middle grade book about short stories, I think, that are just nightmare-y and scary, and I'm so excited about it. I cannot wait to read it. I don't think that it's been getting enough hype, and I haven't heard anyone talk about it. It's Jason Segel's, like, I'm so excited, middle grade, and the scariness, like, it's so exciting to me. And here's our main character, which looks pretty much just like Jason Segel. Okay, so I won this ARC in a Goodreads giveaway, and I was so excited that I won the Goodreads giveaway. I'm just gonna run through the authors' names just so you know who has contributed to this book. Holly Black, Ali Carter, Matt De La Pena, Gail Foreman, Jenny Han, David Levithan, Kelly Link, Miriam McIntyre, Stephanie Perkins, Rainbow Rowell, Lainey Taylor, and Kirsten White. A lot of very, very popular YA authors. Reading holiday stories just gets me in the spirit, and it makes me so incredibly happy, and I'm so happy that this came out this year. I can't wait to read it. Like I said, I won this ARC in a giveaway, and I was so excited about it, but then when I looked up the actual book, I was like, no, I need to get the UK copy. I can't not have the UK copy. So, do you see how beautiful it is? Do you see how beautiful it is? Like, do you see the pages? Let's look at the spine. Let's check out the back of the book. I'm so excited to read it. It's so beautiful. The next one I purchased because Brian came on, am I right? This would be The Runaways, the complete collection, volume 1. I believe there's going to be a volume 2 as well, but apparently The Runaways is really, really good, and it's just about these kids that are runaways and maybe they're fighting crime or something. I don't know why I haven't read it yet. I wanted to read it straight away when I bought it, and then just other books, I guess. This one, I mean, I just borrowed from my little brother, so it's been in my house for a while, but this is Spider-Man Maximum Carnage, and I just recently read a lot of the older Spider-Man comics just to get myself reacquainted with some of the villains and all that jazz so I could read this. And I'm really excited about it, just so you know. That's it. The next one I purchased because, oh my god, I can't believe I've been talking for this long. I haven't talked this long in a really long time. The next one I purchased because I have not read a Nick Hornby novel, and I think that's an issue. Like, I'm pretty sure I'm supposed to read a Nick Hornby novel in my life. So it's Slam by Nick Hornby, and this is his YA novel, and that's all I know about it, really. I think it's just a coming-of-age story, and it's young adult, and it's Nick Hornby. It has really good ratings. Next we have a copy of Something Wicked This Way Comes, which I've wanted for a few years now, actually, but I can never find a good cover. Finally, I saw a really good cover on the internet, and I was like, I want it. So I picked it up, and then they gave me this cover instead, which is really, really lame. I hate when they do that. It makes me really upset. But then it also makes me think, you know, I shouldn't be thinking of the cover because now I have this book and I am still really excited to read it. Next one, I went to a graphic novel shop near my house called Fourth World, and I've never seen this book in real life, and I just really wanted it because it's just a really nice book to have, I think. Neil Gaiman's Make Good Art speech. I've seen this around. Priscilla from The Readables, she had it on her page, and it just looked beautiful, and I was like, I want it. The next one I saw when I was browsing the internet one day, and it is called Click, and it is one novel, 10 different stories. This is by quite a few people that I don't know, but also some people that I do know. Like Nick Hornby has some stuff in it. Ruth Ozeki, who has written Tale for the Time Being. When I'm reading from the adult fiction realm, I kind of just stick with the authors that I know. So I'm interested in being introduced to a lot of new authors, as well as hearing from some authors that I kind of know already. So that's cool. I didn't realize that I bought so many books that a lot of authors have contributed to, like a lot of compilation novels. So this is interesting for me. Self-discovery, I guess. Shards and Ashes by Marissa Marr and Kelly Armstrong, with additional stories by Veronica Roth, Kami Garcia, and Margaret Stoll. The reason that I got this was a lot of people tend to get in dystopian ruts because they think that all dystopian novels are the same or similar. And I kind of want to read this just to see some different takes on dystopian novels so I could get into that sort of world because I don't really read a lot of it. So here will be a nice little introduction for me. Margaret Peterson Haddix wrote a lot of my favorite young adult literature when I was actually a young adult, so I'm excited for this. This one is called Uprising, and it has to do with the Triangle Shirtwaist Factory way in the past. Historical fiction, what's up? I know I never read it, but I love learning about the Triangle Shirtwaist Factory because it's such a tragic event that happened. And obviously, tragic events are really interesting to learn about. You know, World War II novels and all that jazz. Margaret Peterson Haddix is such a great writer, and I have never read any fictional story about the Triangle Shirtwaist Factory, so I am really, really looking forward to this. So last month, I read the Memoirs of a Teenage Amnesiac. So I really like Gabrielle Zevin. She's fantastic. I've also read The Storied Life of A.J. Fickery before, and I just really love her writing style, and I want to read more by her. So when I saw these on Book Outlet, I was like, why not? All these things I've done, and Because It Is My Blood by Gabrielle Zevin. I don't know what these are about, but they seem kind of like adventure-y and dystopian-y and stuff. I don't know when I'm gonna read any of these books, but I love that I have so many books that I'm going to love on my shelves. That makes me really happy. The last two novels that I have to feature here also go together, and they are just other exciting things. Boxers and Saints by Jen. And we are finished. There are books all over my floor. Ta-da. But I hope you guys enjoyed. If there are any books in this pile that you think that I should read very soon, then please let me know. That would help me out a lot. Or if you have read any of these books, please let me know. Or if you have bought any books recently, please let me know what they are, because I like discovering new books. Chances are I might buy them too. Who knows? Alright guys, hope you are having a fantastic week, and I should be filming more in the future. Hopefully, fingers crossed. See you. Bye.